Hi, my name is Coldbeer and let's start this Steam Winter Sale video with Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Here you'll take control of one of the most technologically advanced armies in the Imperium, the Adeptus Mechanicus. You will lead the expedition on the newly rediscovered planet and will try to seize power by customizing your team, managing resources, discovering long-forgotten tech, and by controlling your tech priest's every move. People on Steam are talking that this game is highly addictive, well-written, and can be appealing not only for Warhammer fans but also for simple folk that never even heard the word. I doubt the last one, but it's really hard to find any negative feedback. 92% of the reviews are positive, meaning that this game is only 3% short from overwhelmingly positive ranking. Little Inferno. I ain't gonna lie when I say that this game is crazy. I mean crazy good, because it's a proud owner of an overwhelmingly positive review score. Remember World of Goo? This is another game from the same company. Here you'll throw your toys into your fire and play with them as they burn.
That is the crazy part.
This is an adventure that takes place almost entirely in front of a fireplace, and the cold world is just on the other side of the wall. Little Inferno is a short game, only about 2 hours and a half will be taken from your boring life and made better. Don't hesitate. If you like crazy, this is the crazy you have to try. Prodeus. This is an old-school first-person shooter game reimagined using modern rendering techniques and technology. Here you experience the quality you would expect from a modern AAA game, designed with retro aesthetics and gameplay that invoke the tech-imposed limits of older hardware. And I'm not kidding, the game has overwhelmingly positive reviews, so all this praise is well-deserved. The game features a campaign made by industry veterans, co-op and competitive multiplayer play, and a fully integrated level editor. As developers say, get ready to paint the walls red. This is the boomer shooter you have been waiting for. Chorus. You may not think that Chorus is a hidden gem, right? But it has less than 2,000 reviews left on Steam. For example, recently mentioned Little Inferno has more than 6,000 and Prodeus has 4,000. I know that only a small fraction of players are writing reviews, but the percentage is probably similar everywhere. So that means that Chorus is a hidden gem known only by few. So let me shortly tell you about the game. Here you will unlock amazing weapons and mind-bending abilities. Along with your sentient starfighter, visit ancient temples, engage in exhilarating zero-G combat, and venture beyond our waking reality. Explore epic locations such as sprawling space stations and strange planes of existence beyond our own. Engage in dogfights from epic cosmic void to tight crystalline corridors. People on Steam are talking that Chorus is one of the best-looking space games to date, but it will make you vomit on your keyboard if you are a victim of motion sickness. If you are in doubt, just download and play Chorus demo on Steam absolutely free. A short hike. 99% of positive reviews. Yeah, this looks like some kind of a miracle. Games with such ratings do not exist. You know, like elves or politicians who don't lie. So here you can hike and climb through the peaceful mountainside landscapes, follow the marked trails, or explore the backcountry as you make your way to the summit. Along the way, meet other hikers and discover hidden treasures. People on Steam are talking that this game is like Breath of the Wild crossbred with Animal Crossing, and the only bad thing about this game that it ends. And it ends really quickly. About 1.5 hours of your life will be made better by this game. A masterpiece, no doubt. Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. He will take control of an adorable turnip who happens to be an absolute menace to society. After failing to pay taxes and getting evicted from your home, you must go on an epic quest to pay back your massive debt to Mayor Onion, garden tools to solve plantastic puzzles, meet eccentric vegetables and fruits, and take on a treacherous fights against animals both big and small, including the capitalist swine. Along the journey, uncover what's spoiling this garden community and rise to tear down the corrupt vegetable government. In other words, you are a lazy, shady turnip who wants to evade paying taxes and along the way commits various petty crimes. But you know how they say, in the old times...
In the old times it was not a crime!
Gorogoa. An overwhelmingly 97% positive review score is not something we can easily ignore. Gorogoa is an elegant evolution of the puzzle genre told through a beautiful hand-drawn story. The gameplay is wholly original, consisting of lavishly illustrated panels which you arrange and combine in various ways to solve artsy puzzles. Impeccably simple yet satisfyingly complex. People on Steam are talking that this may be the best puzzle game ever created. Well, I have to agree, it is definitely one of the best. Very imaginative and made entirely of art. Spellforce 3 Fallen God. Well, most strategy and RPG fans know Spellforce games, but it seems that this one is somehow forgotten. Remember Chorus with less than 2,000 reviews on Steam? Fallen God has even less than 1,000 at this moment, to be fair. And it is a beautiful game. It is an absolutely standalone title. You don't need to play or even know anything about Spellforce at all to enjoy it. The stories are absolutely separated, just like you and your ex right now. I would say that Fallen God is a hybrid between Warcraft 3 and party-based real-time RPGs. You will be traveling around extremely huge maps with your heroes, and from time to time you will have to build a base and attack unsuspecting enemies, pillage their puny villages and eat their children. Well, maybe not the latter, but who knows, some of your heroes look pretty ravenous, to be honest. Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Here you find yourself fighting for the forces of darkness in the role of a necromancer Iratus, recently freed from millennia-long imprisonment. You control an obedient army of the living dead with skeletons, zombies, banshees and many other unliving warriors. And you create your soldiers the only way a necromancer knows how, from the body parts of your slain enemies. The more you slay, the more parts you have.
Yas, Queen Slay.
Game is single player only, so everything is made for your pleasure. People are talking that Iratus is an easier version of Darkest Dungeon, although a little too linear. On Steam it has very positive reviews, so it's a good game and it will take about 13 hours of your boring life. Foregone. I think someone sent me the code and I installed the game just to check it out, but I was hooked for a few hours. I never finished it, but I definitely played way more than I was expecting to. I'm not a platformer player at all, to be honest, and it still hooked me hard. The game itself is not that long as well. You will beat it in about 6 hours if you have a skill. If you are like me, probably way longer. So being a noob gets you better deals. All your games take longer to beat, and this way you get more value. The bad thing is, the more you play, the better you are, and the shorter your games are becoming. Just use the gamepad, it's kinda terrible to control with a keyboard. The game itself is really detailed, colorful and really fun to play. Your character has a lot of cool skills you will enjoy using. Also very positive reviews on Steam is making this game for this price a must-play for every platformers fan. Orcs Must Die 3. This is one of the most entertaining tower defense games I have ever played, and I don't have specifically the third part in mind. The whole franchise will raise your boredom like your boss erased your hopes of getting bigger salary. So anyway, here you will be killing orcs, wave after wave after wave after wave, and you will do that not only with various traps and turrets, but personally as well. You can play it solo or in 2-player co-op. Arm yourself with a massive arsenal of weapons and slice, burn, toss and zap hordes of repugnant orcs. Orcs Must Die is an incredibly fun franchise. I spent many hours playing it and you have all my recommendations. Townscaper. What a beautiful game this is. Well, it's hard to call it a game, to be fair. There are no goals or gameplay, just plenty of building and plenty of beauty. That's it. As developers say, Townscaper is an experimental passion project, more of a toy than a game. Pick colors from the palette, plop down colored blocks of houses on the irregular grid, and watch Townscaper's underlying algorithm automatically turn those blocks into cute little houses, arches, stairways, bridges, and lush backyards. You can build your own cold beer grad, cold beer wheel, or even whole cold beeristan here and enjoy the amazing view. Game has overwhelmingly positive reviews and I can see why. So if you like this video, there is another. Click on it and you will enjoy even more short reviews of the games I have made specifically for this Steam Winter Sale event. Also, subscribe, you know that you like it here. Thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time.
Bye.